Anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And the finish!
Chonburi are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Nakon Ratchasima Mazda didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? There to hoof it away. It's a throw in. Chonburi are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Shoots! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
Chonburi take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Hoists it forward. To get it forward quickly, brings it forward. Has a pop! It's a goal!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Nakhon Ratchasima Mazda get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Could try cutting inside here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Header! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Gets away from his opponent. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's missed it.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Forward it goes. There's a long ball. And they've been... has a hit! Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's played forward. Plays it out to the flank. He spotted the run and played him through. He's gone for it! And in it goes! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal! And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. And it's half-time here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Chonburi do lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2. And we're already back underway here. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Beautifully done. Tries to get it forward quickly. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Played out to the right. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Goes for goal! Timely intervention.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Goes for goal! This could fall anywhere! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Nakhon Ratchasima Mazda are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
He's played him through. He's had a go! Oh, real danger here. What an adventurous run from a defender. It's found its way to him. Oh, the ball's come loose. Away from immediate danger. Forward it goes. And the counter is on. Hoists it forward. Out to the right. Well read, he sorted that out.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Good running with the ball, can they build on it? He's there to receive it. Chance! Should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
So can they do it again? And he's there to clear it.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Keeper's ball. Just a few more moments for them to hang on.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Oh, that is asking for big chance! He's scored! Dying minutes, and we're all square again! That was a given. It always was.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
All square again into the dying minutes. He's got options out wide. And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter,
added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Chonburi cannot understand what they've done. From a position of strength, they have contrived to lose. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Chonburi
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Hits one! Goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
So, a breakthrough already. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Done very well to intervene. Tries to get it forward quickly. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And that's been won straight back. Breaks on here. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Quarter of an hour played. Chonburi scored early, of course, and it's 1-0. And he's on his way, and the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Could be a chance here. Good ball. And the finish! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Hoists it forward. He's gone for it. Fence has got rid of that. Really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. And the counter is on. He's made sure that that won't get through. And it's played forward. Well played, he saw that coming. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Away from immediate danger. Now surely. And here's the chance to counter.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Shot at goal! No mistake! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
And you know, think talking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Chonburi get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Gets it back. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. That'll be a throw. Oh, that's a waste. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Has a pop! It's off target and by quite a way.
Nakhon Ratchasima Mazda are really feeling the strain now. Impatience has taken charge.
And that has put paid to that. He's had a go! That had everyone off their seats.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Up to meet it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
That'll be the final action of the first half. We're back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Chonburi go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Well, the action has already resumed here. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And there's a long ball. And the defence can get it clear. Forward it goes. Has gone out. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
No foul, says the referee. And they win it back again. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's gone for it! Disappointing finish in the end. Nakhon Ratchasima Mazda have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Cuts it out. Look at the defender bombing forward. And that is... shoots! Chonburi making consecutive changes here. Managed to get it away. And the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And he's cut it out.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby. Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Time for a change in personnel. And that's been levered clear. Brings it forward. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Big chance! Oh, real danger here. Has a hit! Goal! With so little time left. Grandstand finish. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Nakon Ratchasima Mazda give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Hoists it forward. Oh, well defended, that had to be done.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Good take, and he's had a look. Clears it out of harm's way.
Chonburi certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Well positioned to make that interception. Forward it goes. Oh, good take in a good area. And it's played forward. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Chonburi win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it. Perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. But that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And we have in front of us this big chance!
Well, once he went with the shimmy, it looked like a gimme. How frustrating.
Gets into a dangerous position. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? He gets past his man. Gets good distance on it. Nakon Rachasima Mazda. Up he gets! Oh, she's needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Heads it! Well, that's caused a worry or two.
Oh, that's an agonising miss. Just pure agonising.
Oh, good ball. It's a brilliant interception. And he's straight offside. Oh, that's neat. Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
No goals as yet. Plays it back. Sticks in a foot to win it back. It's a throw in. Steered in. Knocks it away. A good challenge, stood up well against his man. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Hoists it forward. Now a chance to break. And it's played forward. Played out to the right. Going through. Turns and goes back. And the shot! Chance to break. Tries to get it forward quickly. First 45 minutes are up. So the other team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now. but still goals. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. They've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Goes for goal! Chomburi has a free kick. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone for it! And that's been levered clear. Cut out in the nick of time. Forward it goes. He's got options out wide. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. And now the breakaway. Decent looking ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Massive leap! Oh, taken with style! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Nakhon Ratchasima Mazda take the lead, 1-0.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
A real chance to break. Could be a chance. Hits one! And it's been taken straight back. Going for goal! And that has been clubbed away. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. That's a good ball to find him. Goes for goal! In it goes! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Chonburi are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner. Nakhon Ratchasima Mazda showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And it's played forward. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Has a pop! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Nakhon Ratchasima Mazda take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. And he's cut it out. Hoists it forward. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's left his man, battles to win it back. And that's that. Chonburi moves by the odd goal. It could have gone either way, but that is no consolation. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Chonburi definitely struggled to get going. That was...
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. The action has already started. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Forward it goes. It's found its way to him. He's gone for it! Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy.
Has a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for, and it's played forward. Oh, he's found him in space. He's had a shot, and he's done it. First blood drawn.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Nakon Ratchasima Mazda break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Tries to get it forward quickly. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, nice touch. Can he deliver? He's goes for goal! That is as far as they're going to go. So who's he picking out? He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Has a hit! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Well played, he saw that coming. Now can he finish? Has a pop! And out to safety. Turns and goes back. Tries a shot! Gets good distance on it. Battles to win it back.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Hoists it forward. That's put paid to a promising move. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's played forward. Plays it out to the flank. Plays it through. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Cuts it out. Decent looking ball. Oh, he's in. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. And they've got their lead back. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, Peter, from the moment it left his foot, it looked unstoppable. That was thumped.
Nakhon Ratchasima Mazda go into the lead. And the first half is done. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Chamburi don't need to press the panic button just yet.
And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Looking to get within range. It's on and the finish! It's in! They have come roaring back!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Forward it goes.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Coaxed through there. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Gets it back. He's managed to get himself offside. Nakhon Ratchasima Mazda are making a change now. It'll be a throw-in. Gets it back. He's put it on the right now. What's on? Chooses to go back. It's a big one! That's offside. Yes, it is. The changes then in quick succession.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Chance to break. Here's the through ball. What a ball this has turned out to be. And it's hoisted clear. Finds himself eased off the ball. He gets past his man. Goes for goal! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Chonburi take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
That's a throw. Could try cutting inside here. He's dealt with that well. And that's been won straight back. He's gone for it! And in it goes! A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
This is quite a battle.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Just brushed off the ball there.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Foot in.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Shoots! Oh, real danger here. Turns and goes back. And a shot! Desperate defending required here. And that's been levered clear. It shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's picked him out. Now surely. Danger averted for now. And that is it. There will be penalties.
Yeah, this has been a hard-fought game, Peter. There's been a healthy dose of drive and ambition, and sometimes that isn't rewarded with goals, just like this one. I've seen a lot worse, though.
So we head for the final act. It will be penalties. Boy, you can feel the tension. So, the first penalty. Oh, remarkable start. Up steps Mr. Dependable. Keeper's read that beautifully.
That's a lovely stop from the keeper. He's got his teammates proud with that one.
So, the second man in line.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
So, the second man in line. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
The third man in the queue. Great stop, keeper's denied him.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
The third man in the queue. Oh, what a save!
I think the keeper's done really well to save that and deserves a pat on the back from his teammates.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Oh, it's saved, pretty much straight at him.
Oh, that was right down the keeper's throat, and it was an easy save to make in the end.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Oh, he saved it!
He was so focused there, fantastic save.
That's a good penalty.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
He cannot afford to miss.
Saved it! And that's that!
Chonburi taken all the way. They found the way from the spot and they have won it.